Hi there, my name is Logan Higgins, and I am the choreographer of Teen Actor Singer's production of Jesus Christ Superstar coming this summer. For this video, what I'll be doing is going a step-by-step, sort of teaching the audition dance, and also we'll be providing a full-speed version, so you can kind of see what it all looks like to tempo, and that will be at the end of the video, so if you want to skip to that to see what it looks like first, that's totally fine. For this particular audition dance, what I'm using is the 2000 movie motion picture version of Simon Zealot's. So that would be the best one to practice to, because that's exactly what I'm going to be playing at the audition dance. And I will say this again at some point, but what we're looking for isn't really someone who is perfect at the dance audition. We're looking for someone who, can perform what they have just been taught, have fun, smile. We're not here to work against you. We want you to succeed. So just remember that and have fun with it. So for this audition, I felt that it would be the easiest for everyone to start from where the ensemble starts singing. So we have 2 counts of 8 of unchoreographed stuff. Now in this part, I would really like to see some step touches, praising Jesus, just having a lot of energy, not just someone standing there looking petrified, be really engaged. And then once we get to that 3rd count of 8, what we're going to do is our arms are going to come up to our chest height, and our hands are going to be in fists in front of our chest. So it's going to kind of look like you have little wings on either side of your body. Your left leg is going to go into a hop, but rather than putting all of the weight back down into your full foot, really keep the weight on the ball of your foot. When you see me do this, I actually kind of have my heel lifted up off the ground a little bit. That's going to really build up some momentum for your next move. And your right leg is going to be in a parallel passe. So what that means is you are basically going to make like a pointy P or like a triangular flag with your legs. So your right leg is going to come up to your knee. Your foot will be pointed. So your knee will be facing the audience. And from here, you are going to raise your arms up fully extended to Jesus, jazz hands. You are again going to hop, and you're going to go into releve. So you're going to be going onto basically the tiptoe of your left foot, and your right leg is going to flip up into a kick about 45 degrees, no higher. Please don't try to go crazy with that. And with that, we're going to go into a sort of a ball change. So you're going to take that right leg that you just flicked forward, and you are going to put it behind you and take the weight right there. So it's going to be very ball change-esque. And then your arms are again going to come to your chest, prepped in fists. And from here, you're going to hop onto your left leg. You are going to kick your right leg out to the side. And your arms are going to be broken. So your left is going to be in front of you. Your right is going to be to the side. And your arms are going to kind of look like dinosaurs. Your biceps and triceps are going to look like the body of a dinosaur. The forearm is going to look like the neck of a dinosaur. And your hand is going to be sort of just kind of loose whatever. And that's going to be the head of your dinosaur. Now for 5, 6, we are going to do a suit new turn. So what that means is you are going to cross your right over your left in front. And you're basically going to unwind yourself for 2 counts. And this isn't a full turn. This is just a 3/4. So let's just say you were looking at straight out at the audience. You will now be looking probably about like stage right. And with that, your arms are going to, from your dinosaur positions, they're going to go to your sides and come back up your body. So your left is going to end up on your hip, and your right arm is going to be extended, broken again, with a jazz hand. And from this position, 7, 8, you're going to shake that jazz hand, because at that point in the music, it's going to say, "Did you see I waved?" So you're kind of like waving to Jesus. I thought that was clever. And for this next set of 8, on 1, you're going to step out onto your right. Your right arm will follow fully extended to stage right, and your left arm will be broken over your chest, and you'll have your hands in fists. Now this is a double time count, so what'll happen is the next part of the choreography is on "and." You will switch your weight over into your left a little bit, nothing too crazy, and then you will fully extend your left out in a fist, and then you'll break your right over your chest in a fist. And then on 2, you're going to go and you're going to just go right over to the right side, but instead of having fists, you're actually going to open your arms up into blades. And I personally like to add a little pop in the hip, so your hip will be popped. Your left leg will be popped, and your hip will be a little bit to the right. We are going to repeat that on the left, so then you're going to place all the weight into the left and whoosh, throw your arms to the left. Again, your left arm will be fully extended in a fist, and then your right will be broken. You'll switch over to your right extended, left broken. And again, you're going to throw that arm into a blade. So left is going to be fully extended, right over your chest, and you're going to pop your hip a little bit, so your right leg will be popped, and your left hip will be a little bit sort of sticking out. And for this one, I am a little extra, so I actually take my head with it, because I think that's very energetic. This is obviously without me singing. I'm sure if I was singing, I wouldn't be doing that, but I just want to let you kind of know what I'm doing with my head right there. And from here, so all of your weight is going to be onto your left leg. Now this is going to be slightly counterintuitive. So all of the weight is on your left, hopefully. Now instead of stepping your right and then kicking left, you are simply going to raise your right leg in a pointed foot to kick over your left. So it's going to look like a little crossy of the legs. And you're going to throw your arms opposite. So your arms are going to kind of go to your right. So you're kicking left. Your arm's going to go right. So sort of about hips, nothing too crazy, not like over your back. So that's going to be 5. You're going to step on and. 6, you are going to kick your left leg over your right, and you're going to throw your hands down on your left hip. That's 5 and 6. And 7, 8, you're just going to repeat those 2 counts that you just did. From here, I do a little cheat step to get into this next move. So you're going to, so all of your weight is going to be on your left leg, and you will have your left leg kicked out, sorry. So what you're going to do, you're going to take that left leg, you're going to step it down on and on 1, you're going to cross your right leg over in front. And again, your arms are going to be in a prepped position at your chest with fists. From here, you are going to have all of your weight in your right leg. You are going to fall out of it into a lunge on your left, and you will sort of be dragging your right leg behind you perfectly straight. I don't want to see any bent legs, please, sweet Jesus. And from here, you're going to think about really long angles. So if your right leg is being pointed and dragged, your right arm is going to be about like 45 degrees up. You'll be looking up, very ethereal goddess, and your left arm will be to your side. And from there, so that was in 1, 2, on 3, 4, you're just going to step through it. So your right leg is going to step through, and you're going to bring your arms into that prep position with fists. It's kind of a theme in this number, apparently. And then you again are going to fall into a lunge with your left, again dragging your right foot. perfectly straight, and yet again, that right arm is going to extend up to the gods, looking up with it, so very ethereal, very, very model-esque with that long neckline. And your left will be just as beautifully extended out to the side as your right, even though it's not going to be as seen. Now from here, your left leg has all of the weight in it, so your right is now free to do whatever it would like. So on 5, you are going to step into it in a parallel stance, so that way your weight is very evenly distributed. You are going to take your right arm, and you are going to smack it into the middle of your chest, right where your heart is, with a jazz hand. Now, don't smack your chest so hard that you break your sternum or anything. As long as it's forceful, that would be the best option. When you're singing, don't actually smack your chest, because that could actually affect your vocal tones. And for 6, same thing. You are going to take that your left arm, and you are going to go and smack it on top of your right. And for 7, 8, you're going to fully extend your left and your right towards the audience, so towards Jesus in the actual production. Your arms are going to be jazz hands, almost like you're imploring him, but you're not, because at that same time you're actually going to throw your head back. So anyone with long hair, this is going to be some wonderfully beautiful choreography going on. It's going to be wonderful. And from here, on this last count of 8, we are going to do the same step pattern that we did in that last count of 8. So, your left leg on and is going to cross over your right. And then on 1, you are going to, instead of lunging onto your left, your right is now free. So you are going to lunge onto your right, and your left is going to be the one that's pointing with your foot. Very straight, beautiful leg. And then your left arm is going to be the one, very ethereal goddess. And again, you're going to step through, just like we did in our last counts. So step through, and then we're going to lunge again on 3, 4. And for 5, 6, 7, 8, we're doing something very, very similar to what we did in our last count of 8. So you're going to take your right leg, and you're going to step out into it, and while you're doing that, this is Kiss Me, Jesus. So on 5, step out with your right leg. Your right arm is going to go sort of in front of your mouth in a jazz hand, not on your mouth, because that would inhibit singing. So it's going to go 5, 6, your left is going to follow. On 7, because you're in that wide stance, you're going to pencil. So you're going to bring your legs together. Again, sort of weight in the balls of your foot so you have more energy for the next move you're going to be doing. Your arms are going to go straight up, jazz hands, so you kind of look like a pencil. Hey, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then on 8, you're going to go into a crouch position. And that is all. So you just were sort of informally taught the audition dance for Jesus Christ Superstar Teen Actor Singers. Try your best to smile, have fun with it. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for someone who can really perform. And if you stay tuned, you will get to see everything at full speed, so you know what it's gonna look like. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Come audition. Bye.